Probably one of my biggest missions in life is to celebrate life. There's a great deal I really enjoy about art and about the process that helps. Basically, it's communication, and it's one of those communications that has brought cultures to an understanding throughout history of all time. So it's a way that as I'm growing up and I appreciate the history and the many things that we have around us, it's a way of saying thank you. As a high school student, I started traveling around Daviess County, painting things that were typical yet unique to those places in the universe. And that really started that whole line of thought that I could continue searching Kentucky and other states in the Southeast and the world, really, for that kind of thing. And maybe that's going to be one of my missions as I continue in everlasting life, is to search for those unique places and celebrate that with people. When I went to Wesleyan, it was taught that an artist needs to work in a portfolio, needs to create an identity, needs to elevate themselves to a unique identity to the world, so that people look at the work and they see and they understand who did it. So I tried to let my work speak for itself in those respects. Yet, as I look back, you could take things out of different context and not understand that one person did those. But that variety is one of those things that I find interesting and motivating. Painting is probably the one way that I create most, because it is most efficient. I can do more paintings and create more work to convey more of these things I'm inspired by. It's next thing to waving your hand and creating. And as you continue to build the subtleties of how to express yourself that way, it's so interesting to then discover new things and try new approaches, new combinations of materials, and also coming across new information and new subjects that need to have a new statement made about. Music is really important. I didn't realize it until I was chosen as the visual artist for the first time with the International Bluegrass Music Museum. I've always enjoyed bluegrass music, and it's been an increasing interest of mine, especially with the museum here and more activity with the festivals, with romp and different things. So that, along with the idea that when I'm working with a painting, it's limited in its two-dimensional quality. I also enjoy creating some sculpture, but I haven't done a lot of large works. But my ultimate goal as an artist is to create an experience and an environment, to have it not only two-dimensional as a painting on the wall, but more three-dimensional and real elements involved with it, with light and sound, and to have more experience of that unique place or situation, to really convey it as more of a performance, which is kind of interesting that you're using all the visual arts and the performing arts together, which is a wonderful total expression. One of the things that really keeps me working hard is that I have so many works in progress and so many different directions that I'm going with, so many different things. The variety is stimulating. So people recognize the different portfolios that I have done, and they commission me to do paintings that are in line with those things. And sometimes in a portfolio, I'll have a key piece that is a painting that someone asked me to do for them. A lot of times the murals are really just taking an environment and changing it for the better. Especially love to do that in institutions like hospitals and churches, and especially schools, because you can um, continue to excite other people about things that they've forgotten about or they're not aware of. The best reaction I generally get from my work is tears just flowing out from the reaction of the emotions. A lot of times with commissions, and probably the best work used with my work is that it's a gift of love. And when that happens, I'm just going, yeah, I've just really hit that nail on the head. It really came across to those. And the other thing is just an eye-opening experience, which is usually one of those things that inspire me to do it in the first place. It's just this is an ultimate moment or experience that that really says it for me, not just me as an artist, but those that also appreciate that subject.